welcome to another video. Sorry for the handheld angle. I've packed my gimbal, so just making do, because this video I'm doing a tour of Scotland in a van. So I'm really excited. Not been in a van before, sleeping in a van. Got a little route planned, going for 7 nights with Gwen. Yeah, should be really exciting. It's forecast thunderstorms though for the entire time. So I have got some hikes planned, waterfalls, things like that. We'll see if they actually happen. I guess stay tuned to find out. Might end up back home tomorrow, who knows. But I thought I'd do a little video and take you along with me. We're at stop 1. I've left my gimbal in the van, sorry. It's been a while since I've filmed, and I'm also filming in portrait. So we're at Lead Shambank Nature Reserve. Been driving for an hour and 20 minutes-ish. So just came to kind of let Gwen have a wee, stretch our legs, and then get back on the road. Waterfall, our second stop on day 1, and after here we're going to go and park up for the night. But it's gorgeous here. The waterfall, we've got it all to ourselves. I'm a bit gutted that I'm not wearing my bathers because I might have gone in for a little wild swim. But yeah, it feels like there could be fairies around. It's a really cool spot. Some dinner around the go, meat and salad, and a little glass of prosecco at the bowl because I didn't have cups. Bon appetit! After our first night's sleep in the van, we woke up in Alnwick, which apparently is pronounced Alnwick according to the internet. We had a little walk around the cobbled streets and had a look at the castle from the outside. It was pretty early, so it wasn't open. Also, we have a really anxious dog and we have to be careful where we go, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, we did treat ourselves to a bacon cobs from Greg's and sat by the castle and just kind of started the morning with a nice easy morning. It did feel like stepping into a little bit of a fairy tale with all the cobbled streets, and there was really lots of cute shops which I'd love to go back to and see again if we're back in the area. So after a nice mooch around, we packed up and hit the road, and we were on our way to Craster, which wasn't on our original plan, but it was nearby, so we thought we'd go check it out. Craster is a small fishing village on the Northumberland coast of England, and it was 8 miles from Alnwick. And I was surprised at how busy it was for a Sunday morning at around 10 a.m. It was super busy, but it really smelled of smoked kippers when we arrived, and I didn't know, but that's because Craster is famous for smoked kippers, which were popular with the royal family, and we had some great sea views. We had a lovely moment where we sat on the bench and just took it all in. Our next stop was Holy Island, and I was really excited about this stop, but actually we didn't get to explore all of it, and I'll go into why now. So you've seen Gwen. Gwen is our rescue dog, and she's quite anxious if there's a lot of people, and especially if there's lots of dogs. She just struggles with it. So we took this trip knowing that we might have to avoid some of the really popular spots. So Holy Island, there is a causeway that you drive through the sea to get to it. So when the tide goes out, you can drive over at the beach to get to Holy Island, and there's a website where you can check the tidal times, but in summer you've got a good 10 hours where you can drive across before the tide comes back. So we went to explore it, but it was so busy, and Gwen was really struggling, and she was kind of almost hyperventilating. So we found a quiet bit on Holy Island, and she got to have a swim. Now this was massive for Gwen because she's never normally confident enough to go in water, and I know it's shallow deep, but she had the best time, and it was so lovely just getting to see her go and actually jump in the water, because it's the first time she's ever done that with us, and we've had Gwen for about a year now, and she's only 2, so we're still kind of training with her. But Holy Island is a fantastic stop. There are cafes, the causeway is just really spectacular to drive across. There's charming cafes, an ancient priory, and there's a castle which teeters on the coastline. You can see it, go ahead. So after spending a couple of hours at Holy Island, we was actually ahead of schedule at this point because we thought we was going to be there all day, but we hit back the road, and you're just about to see us crossing the border into Scotland, and I was really excited about this. We then arrived at our park up for the night, St Abbs Harbor, and this harbour is a quaint and picturesque fishing harbour in the heart of the Berwickshire coast. This was one of our favourite park ups actually. So we were right beside the sea, and we had the corner of this car park to ourselves. It's £15 and you pay the harbour master, you do need cash though, because you just kind of put this money in a little envelope and you pop it in an honesty box. And there's a little tiny beach as well, so we had a little walk on the beach.
sleeping outside tonight.
And then we just made some dinner and we just watched the sunset. So sorry for the amount of sunset shots about to come, but I was just having a really lovely evening. And yeah, it was really nice to get a hot shower as well. After a 15-minute walk to Starney Bay and a 15-minute back, we tucked into a delicious breakfast and we did share some bacon and sausage with Gwen. After breakfast, we packed up the car and we drove 20 minutes, so 10 miles to Sicker Point. I only took a little bit of footage of Sicker Point. It was just a kind of a stop off en route. We arrived at the white sandy beach of Cove Harbor and it looks out over the mouth of the Camel Estuary. Backed by sand dunes and sitting in the lee of Stepper Point, the beach here is sheltered from all but the strongest of breezes. You walk through a secret tunnel to find the beach. It did start to rain the moment we stepped on the beach, so it was a quick little stop, but a lovely one all the same. As the rain came down, we made our way to our park up for the third night. We We did get some fish and chips, but I was so hungry and so cold and so wet from the rain that I tucked in without filming, but they were delicious, and it continued to rain all night long.